Hey, good morning, everyone. All right. So, the title of this video is "The Beatings Will Continue Until Morale Improves." I don't know if anybody out there has ever heard that saying before. There's probably at least somebody, if not many, who are going to watch this video. Well, not many people watch the videos, but of the people who do watch the video, there are probably plenty out there who've heard the saying, "The beatings will continue until morale improves." Yeah, I'm former Army. Did 6 years with the 101st Airborne. It was a lot of fun looking back on it. While I was doing it, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get the hell out of the Army. I did 2 years overseas as a soldier, 1 year in Iraq and 1 year in Afghanistan. And then I went back for some more as a contractor. It was, there were a lot of great experiences over there. And basically, it sucked, but there's still some people who were able to say, you walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how's it going today? And they're like, living the dream. It's all a matter of attitude. So I think that's fitting for today. And I think it's going to be fitting for the next couple of weeks. I've been doing this for a little while, full time. I've been doing it for a long while, off and on, since 2006 is when I really started. I started trading, or I started blowing up accounts in 2006 until about 2009, when that was before the PDT rule. And, you could scrape together, $1,500 or whatever it was. I think it was $500, and trade on margin back then, and new traders, and I'm so glad I got the experience with small accounts. And it's so funny back then, $500 and $1,500, the losses were just absolutely devastating. These days, I'll have a $500 or $1,500 loss in a day and be like, okay, well, I can make that up in the next couple of days, So the market is doing what I would call a liquidity event on individual stocks, and especially on like the S&P or the proxy that I trade, which is the SPY. I'll trade options on the SPY from time to time. It just happens like over and over again where everything's bullish, everything's going along just fine. There's nothing in the indicators like the RSI or the VIX or anything, but then all of a sudden there'll just be this dump, of a couple of points at least, enough to shake out some of the weak hands. It'll happen over the span of a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the market props right back up again and continues moving up after shaking out, who knows how many traders, People need to remember that this whole market and everything, it's designed for investors, and it's all about investor confidence. It's not about traders, and the market is out to screw over traders. Investors, the market is your home. Not all investors get to win. Not all investors get to win on every investment they make, in the market. However, this whole thing is designed so that people will feel confident that they at least have a shot. They at least have an honest an actual opportunity to put their money somewhere and watch it grow over the course of 10 to 20 years. That's what the market is about. Traders, good traders, and I consider myself a mediocre trader right now. Eventually, I will one day be an outstanding, 5-6 figure a day trader. It will happen. I'm on my way. Good traders are far and few in between, and even then, good traders will still fail out of trading. So, what's going on in the market right now? It's a shakeout, plain and simple. The broader market. I'll pull it down here real quick. Pull it into view. Let's see. Portfolio SPY. So here's the SPY, right? And so it's looking like it's going to open up at 384. If it opened up right now, it would open up at 384. And just a matter of days ago, it was up here that's pre-market. We'll do it. We'll do morning market. So, 2.242%. Whoop-de-doo, and so really all it's doing right now is it's shaking out the weak hands. And I saw recently a chart somewhere that said the market, there's 140% leverage to the long side right now in the market. Yeah. The market makers are just grabbing their market, and they're grabbing their an orange tree that's ready to be harvested. They just hook up the big machine, that shakes the snot out of the tree, and all the oranges fall down, and they just pick up all the oranges. They are harvesting their crop. So, if you're in this market, if you're invested, I have a portfolio. It went. Let's see here. I was up as of, let's see, when was that? I remember, I can't see it now because it's changed. But as of, I don't know, I guess it was the 16th of February or so. I was up on the year, I was up 18% on my portfolio. And now, not so much, So, I get to ride this out. I get to trade around it, which is a form of hedging my portfolio. And, then life goes on. So whenever this latest dip is over with, I will be moving on. And at some certain point, I will be buying again. I'm still heavy cash in my portfolio. Let's see here. Let's look at the indicators, in particular the VIX. So I have, there's a saying that goes, you can't chart the VIX, right? And it's true, you can't, but I do. You can't rely on anything that you chart on the VIX. Let's see, what was this, yesterday or today? 23rd of February. Today's the 23rd at 8:50 in the morning. The VIX is sitting at 24.9. I have a level of 22.2 that just seems, and this is the gap from the end of February. One day the VIX gapped up. Let's see, on February 20, I need to move that back a little bit there. There we go. That's funny. So that's actually a 22.0, not 22.2. I've been looking at the wrong number for months. Anyway, close enough. So the top of the gap on the VIX is 22, and the bottom of the gap is 18.1. And so for the past, almost a year now, the VIX has been dancing around. It ran up, during that February time frame, and now it's come down to the top of the gap and bounced back up again. Came down into the gap and then went back up over top of the gap, and now here we went lower into the gap this time. Well, maybe not. We went down to the same spot in the gap, and now it's running back up again. It doesn't scare me. The Fed. So while this whole thing happens on the market with downward pressure and prices of various sectors and you'll get all the talking heads on TV saying commercial real estate this, cryptocurrency, the pros and the cons, and then the 10-year yield and the it's and there's going to be a lot of this is the end, the market's rolling over, it's a bubble, everybody knows it's a bubble, and a bunch of bullshit talk. Just ignore it. This whole thing, it's all smoke and mirrors, and just play the game. All right, so trade ideas this morning. I've got a large cap and a small cap scanner. So something new just popped up on the small cap scanner, but I'm going to ignore it. So in large cap, we've got TCOM. Now, I like TCOM right here at this price. I'd like to see where it opens up. This is a gap, and I really like gaps. I'd prefer that it opened above or below the gap, because then you'd know exactly what the stock is doing. TCOM is up 6.25% after hours. I think they didn't report earnings. Their last amount of news that's on TradingView is from December 7th. Let me look at Street Smart Edge here to see if there's any news. TCOM. So the only news is Trip.com Group Limited to report fourth quarter and full year of 2020 financial results on March 3rd, 2021. So they moved up their earnings date. And usually when a company moves its earnings date forward, like they make it sooner than planned, it's a good thing. It's when companies delay their reports that it's a bad thing. I've got a gap to work with. I've got something to trade against. So 42.16 is support for me, and 43.20 is resistance. A break above 43.20, and then confirmation above is, so if TCOM can break above this price, test it, and then move away again, then it'll be really bullish. However, you can't anticipate it. So that's what I'm looking for on TCOM. Pre-market here ran up to $47 a share. That's promising. There's, I don't want to say the pros, but pre-market traders tend to be a little bit more, market savvy. So to see it run up that high in pre-market is it gives me a little bit of confidence. All right, and so I have alarms on those two prices right there. So when they hit, I'll figure out what to do at that time. FIVN. On my pre-market scanner for the large caps, these three names, all the rest of the names are probably at least, 50, 60 names on my scanner. And TCOM, FIVN, and LYV are the only three that are green on the scanner. So if they can be green on a down day, then give them a shot, maybe. FIVN. I don't have levels on FIVN. Let's see. I didn't put a Fibonacci on it. This thing is just sort of going parabolic, and it's in a consolidation. Looks like it's in a consolidation zone right here. It took a huge dip yesterday. Oh yeah, that's right. It had reported earnings yesterday. If this isn't so, and earnings were. Look at this. FIVN posts higher Q4 adjusted profit of 0.34 a share, 34 cents a share, beating street estimates. 2021 revenue outlook tops views. So forward guidance is good, and it beat earnings. So it's running efficiently, and it sold off. Ain't that a bear? So, okay. 186 down to 167. So it's getting a bounce after getting pummeled on a good earnings report, which is something I've seen actually over and over in the past two earnings seasons, in the past two quarters. Is like you'll get this company that's, like iRobot, IRBT. There was a quarter where it reported this outstanding numbers, and the stock just got pummeled. I think I traded. I'm still not positive on IRBT. Even after it got squeezed, it was in a short squeeze. I didn't mess with any of the short squeeze names. It's just momentum is my game. I do play momentum. However, I don't know. I just stayed away from it. Just kind of and it turned out that the brokerage houses, they were like stopping people from trading those names anyway. So it just, I don't know. When things get spooky, you just kind of get a sense for it as a trader. All right. So where does this stock go? And where does this stock catch? Where does FIVN 59 get support today? I really don't know. I'm going to take a stab. If it gives me 177.19, I will take a stab at it. So let's see here. $177.19. Let's see. Trading View's acting kind of weird today. Let's see if it'll let me put an alarm on. It did. Trading View, I don't know what the deal is with Trading View. I might have to change charting. I'd hate to do that because I already have so many charts saved in this platform. Let's get rid of the Fibonacci. And now LYV, I really have no idea what to do with LYV. I mean, its high here is 91.27, and it's an all-time, from as far as I can tell, it's an all-time high at 91.27. I don't recall seeing any. There's a headline from January 22nd. Let's see what Street Smart Edge says. LYV. There's no news on the Street Smart Edge either. I don't know what the deal is. It's on an absolute tear from early February, early this month, to now close to the end of the month. It has ripped up 50%. It's on watch. I don't know. If it starts hitting the scanners, then maybe I'll take another look at it. CTIB, this is one that I've traded before a few times. It has a history of popping up and then crashing back down, popping up, coming back down. Typical momentum stock, momentum trade, real choppy, so on and so on. It's Chinese. and so you can only trust it as far as you can throw it, which I don't feel like picking up my computer screen and throwing it. So yeah, I have levels on it from somewhere. I don't remember where I got these levels, but it's got a low float. It I have a positive bias on it because I've traded it profitably before a few times. You know, sort of the hot potato momentum trade. Let's see, $3, dipped down to $3 here. Came back up. Let's see what the headline is. Headline is from January 15. Let's see if CTIB is showing up on Street Smart Edge. CTIB. No news on Street Smart Edge. Street Smart Edge. BBIG. Here's one. This one has a headline. Let's see. From February 5th. Vinco Ventures partner Zash teams up with Fitco video sharing social platform to expand offering. I don't see. Let's check Street Smart Edge for news. BBIG. Vinco. Okay, here we go. Vinco Ventures, Zash entered into definitive agreement to acquire majority controlling interest in Lomotif. Vinco Ventures closing of Lomotif acquisition by Zash scheduled to occur concurrently with closing of Zash's merger with Vinco. Upon completion of merger between Zash and Vinco, Zash will become a public company controlling shareholder of Vinco. Okay, so Vinco is being acquired, it looks like. Yeah, traders like that. So they're gonna, jump on the bandwagon there. DWSN headline from January 19th on TradingView. Let's check out Street Smart Edge here. DWSN. Is this a natural resources play? Technology services. No news. Let's look at the pre-market chart here. Pretty flat. As of right now, the best looking one that I can see is BBIG. Pardon me, BBIG. And it's already retraced more than 50% of its pre-market move here. So I'm leaning more toward the large caps. If I'm going to go for a small cap, it would be most likely BBIG. Perhaps CTIB. Let's see. Hard to say. Hard to say exactly. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci here. Put a new one on. And actually, I've noticed I prefer to put the Fibonacci on the opening price. So I'll come back to CTIB. This one's bound to hit the scanner today. There's bound to be it trades. People trade it. I'll come back to it after the market open and put a new Fibonacci on it. All right, everybody. That is the plan for the morning right now. Those are the stocks that I'm watching: TCOM, FIVN, LYV, BBIG, CTIB, and DWSN. Good luck out there this morning. Have fun. And, really, the name of the game is to live to play another day. So manage your risk and be smart. All right. I'll see you at the recap. Good luck, everybody.